How did the Great Chicago Fire change building codes? Imagine a city suddenly engulfed in flames, with buildings made mostly of wood fueling the blaze. That's exactly what happened in Chicago in 1871. The fire burned for 3 days, destroying thousands of structures and leaving many residents homeless. This disaster shocked the city and led to big changes in how buildings were constructed. Before the fire, Chicago buildings were mainly made of wood because it was cheap and easy to work with. But after the fire, the city realized that using wood was too risky. They started to requiring that new buildings in the downtown area be made from non-combustible materials like brick, stone, or iron. These materials are much harder to burn and help prevent fires from spreading so quickly. The city also set rules that walls for buildings over 2 stories had to be a certain thickness to resist fire better. One of the first steps was to make sure builders got a permit from the Board of Public Works before starting construction within the fire limits. This was a new rule to make sure buildings used safe materials and followed proper standards. The fire also pushed architects and builders to use heavier fireproof materials like brick, limestone, and terracotta tiles. These materials replaced wood in many downtown buildings and helped create the city's famous skyline. As Chicago grew taller, steel skeleton frameworks became popular because they could support taller buildings without the heavy weight of traditional masonry. Over time, the building codes kept evolving. New rules were added for fireproof stairwells, outward opening doors for quick exits, and clear exit signs. The fire also led to the development of fire sprinkler systems and other safety devices, especially in tall buildings. All these changes made Chicago safer and helped prevent another disaster like the fire of 1871. So, the fire was a turning point that made building codes stricter and more focused on fire safety. It shaped how Chicago's buildings look today and made the city more prepared for future fires. The lessons learned from that terrible event still influence building safety standards across the world.